Hey everyone, we're going to be taking a look at Milwaukee's new bucket organizer today. It fits on a standard 5-gallon bucket. It's made of pretty durable, ballistic material, probably just nylon with a rubberized backing. The stitching seems to be done pretty well, so let's take a closer look. Alright, for the close-up, I've got the interior. This part goes against the bucket. And the exterior, go ahead and go left to right here. Alright, on this side you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elastic loops. These are great for screwdrivers, smaller tools like nail sets, things like that. Hopefully the elastic will stand up over time. It seems to be stitched pretty well. It's just, elastic usually just degrades eventually. Hopefully it'll last quite a while. And over here you've got one big open pouch. This will hold tape measures or things like that, just bulky items. Might even be able to fit a small M12 drill in there or something like that. And it's got a drain hole in the bottom. All these big compartments that are open have a drain hole in case you get some water in there. And then you've got 2 pencil pouches or Sharpie pouches. You've got a zipper compartment here. It's pretty run-of-the-mill. And I'm dropping stuff off my workbench. On this side you've just got a flip-over Velcro closure pocket. If you've got something you want to make sure it doesn't fall out. Then here, this is a larger Velcro pocket zipper pocket that opens pretty far. It's got good access down in there, and it's got a little divider, secondary pocket in there, so you can organize within this. It's also got 2 more pencil pouches. Then on this side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more of these elastic loops. 5 pockets along the back that hold pliers or similar tools. 1 more of those up at the front here, and then some larger ones that'll hold a bit wider tools. Maybe some clamps or something like that. Alright, that's about it. We'll go ahead and take a look at how this looks on a bucket and load it up with tools. So one of the big differences with this organizer is that most bucket organizers have an interior section that goes over the top of the bucket, and then you can't put the lid on. With this organizer, it goes around this little lip right here, and for the most part locks on, and it also goes over the handle. That keeps it up as well. So you can still put a lid on the bucket, so if you got stuff that you want to keep out of the water, you want a rainproof, weatherproof container for more expensive tools, you can put them in here and put this around the outside. So to put it on, you got to thread one side underneath the lid, or underneath the handle, and then you bring it around, bring this little catch right here up over the other handle, and then it's got Velcro and a buckle to hold it in place. So you got to get it up high enough that it's right under the rim. And it's really important to get this tight and right the first time, because otherwise your tools will not stay up. Well, they will because of the handle, but they won't stay up at the top of the rim. And then you crank this down. It's got the standard, quick release buckle here with a tightening strap. Alright, so now we've got it on, and even if it does start to come down, which it might over time, because this isn't the sturdiest of buckles there, this will keep the whole thing from falling off. The only reservations I have is there's stitching right here on this side for the seam. It's not on a seam on this side. That's really good. But over here it is, and I can already see its intention. So I don't know how long this is going to last over the long run. It's a pretty sturdy seam right here, but just the fact that if this slips down over time and this top band doesn't do most of the heavy lifting and it all relies on this little handle right here, you might have some issues over time with this. It also comes with a little handle wrap, because these handles, if you've got a lot of weight on the bucket, can start to wear on you. So it just gives you a little bit of cushion right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and load this thing up with tools. and then see how it handles everything. Alright, so this is what I kept in my old tool organizer, just quite a bit of random tools that I found useful most of the time, and this is the organizer I used to have everything in. It's not a bucket, it's just an open tote style one. One of the things on the bucket organizer that I really miss is it doesn't have a nice metal clip for a tape measure. That's a big deal. Because tape measures are bulky and awkward, and this one kept it in a good location. So that's one thing that I really wish the bucket organizer had. So we'll go ahead and see how much of this fits in the bucket organizer, and definitely you got to keep in mind there's always room inside the bucket as well. You can get an internal bucket organizer that'll go inside the bucket if you can't fit everything on the outside. Alright, so here it is all loaded up. It's actually a little bit uneven when you pick it up. It tends to want to fall to this side, which surprise, all the pliers are on. So I got everything from my old organizer into the exterior of this bucket. So I've got the whole bucket for power tools, whatever I want to put in there. It is a little bit bulky on the outside of this, and it is a little bit unbalanced. There are also some of the pockets are a little bit harder to get to. Like if you're storing something up here in one of the webbing loops, it's going to be difficult to get the tools that are underneath that. So when it claims, I think it's 32 pockets. These loops are counted as pockets, and there's 16 of those loops, and then various other real pockets I would call on the outside. I actually counted 33 total, so I'm not sure where my extra one was that they didn't count. Maybe I just added wrong. Can't math sometimes. Anyway, so on the inside here, I've just got random. I got a stud finder, a multimeter, precision screwdrivers, and screw extractor set. That zips up, stores in there nicely. You got a carpenter's pencil and a Sharpie, level, little 1 foot level, some snips, wire cutters, stubby screwdriver, putty knife, wire strippers. These are vice grips. These are offset pliers, box cutter, standard interchangeable bit screwdriver, and like I said, when you put some things in these webbing pockets, some other things become unusable. Like it's hard to get this in and out. Linesman pliers, needle nose pliers, a bit set for screwdriving, tape measure. There's not really a good spot to put a tape measure, so I got it hanging off the edge right here. Precision wire cutters, tweezers, Torx bits. These will fit 2 regular pencils in them side by side. Adjustable wrench. In here I've got just odds and ends. I got some lighters, some toothpicks, some extra bits, a notepad, drive extension, nail punch sets, and then drill bits. And I think we're all the way around. And then I've just got little clamps stuck on where I can. So overall, the quality really seems to be great on this. I am a little bit concerned about this seam back here. I can already see it's stressed, and it's not actually resting on this right now, on the handle right now. I'm going to do some drop tests because you take this to where you're working, and if you get a tool in here, it'll be a little bit more balanced. You can see it's a little bit unbalanced. Take this to where you're working, you're going to drop it down. So when you drop it, all these tools on the outside are going to have an impulse. It's going to try to pull this off. And obviously it's not going to fall off because it's got the handle holding everything up here on both sides. But this webbing, I'm afraid, is going to start stripping or slipping down a little bit. And we'll see how that holds up. Alright, so here we go for the drop test. I've got this buckle on here. I've got it as tight as I could. I seated it as well as I could. I got the Velcro tight too. See how it does. Alright, so you can see this belt slip from up against the rim right here all the way down to here. The bucket ridge ends right here. So it's not all the way down, but it's as far as it can go because it's resting on the handle now on both sides. I lost my stubby screwdriver here. But so you can see there's going to be a lot of stress on these edges. So it's a good designing concept. I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up though. It might actually not not be quite as nice as a bucket organizer that actually wraps over the top. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of the quality of the bucket organizer. I think it's very well made. I just don't know if the design is rock solid as far as, you know, not going over the rim. It is nice to be able to put a lid on your bucket, but you're going to have a ton of weight, and there is a ton of material here. So I think Milwaukee kind of planned for that, but there is a seam right here. It seems like there should be some reinforcement. There is a continuous webbing strip that goes along the top here, so it might not be that big of an issue. I am just a little bit concerned about the longevity, because it seems like the bucket handle is what's holding most of this up, not the bucket strap across the top here. Overall, this is my first bucket organizer. Like I said, I'm used to one of those open tool totes, and I'm not sure I'm the biggest fan, because the organizer is pretty heavy. It's about the same weight as my regular tool tote, and then you got the bucket on top of that. There is a lot more capacity inside, but I think just for projects around the house, for the most part, I might be sticking with my little tool caddy. And when I've got, you know, bigger things I need to haul all the way out to the backyard and I don't want to take more than one trip, I might load this up. So overall, good quality. Not sure the design's there. We'll see if it holds up over, you know, several months to a year. Hopefully longer than a year. But materials are top notch. I'm just not sure if that, you know, moving away from the you know, flip over the top bucket organizer is the best option. Time will tell, and hey, no innovation, you don't get anywhere. So hopefully this review is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below, and once again, don't forget to subscribe.